Coming up tonight on SLU News 22.
Obama announces a trip to the Vatican.
Oscar nominations.
Amazon reads your mind.
And the Bills are number 19.
Plus national news and weather. Live from the Bush Student Center, this is SLU News 22.
Good evening. I'm Ian Sullivan.
And I'm Sean Everson.
Thank you for joining us this evening. St. Louis University has recently launched an online communication feedback tool that allows members of the SLU community to share questions, concerns, and suggestions with the university administration. The feedback tool was recommended by an ad hoc communication task force established last summer by Board of Trustees Chair Joe Adorjan as a way to allow an additional way for the university community to bring ideas to those in leadership. The goal of the program is to provide responses and questions and comments within 5 business days. Submissions and responses will also be made publicly available on a weekly updated web page. The task force also stresses that concerns about diversity, harassment, and legal matters should continue to be reported anonymously by calling 877-525-5669. For more information, visit slu.edu/communication-feedback-tool.
The Doisy College of Health Sciences announced on Friday that they have received a $10,000 grant from the American Society of Radiologic Technologists Education and Research Foundation. The grant, titled Investigating the Effectiveness of Current Disinfection Practices on Medical Equipment in a Radiology Department, will be used to investigate the effectiveness of current disinfection practices at local hospitals.
The Safe Zone program strives to erase prejudice while providing a support system for the lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and queer community through education, advocacy, and awareness. The program contributes to a campus climate that is safe and accepting for all members of the university community. If you are interested in their spring 2014 training, they will be on Tuesday, February 11th and Tuesday, March 18th from 2 to 5 p.m. in the seminar room 124 in the Center for Global Citizenship. To sign up for or to request training, visit safezone.slu.edu.
Jill is in the Weather Center with our first look at our forecast. Jill, it was a very cold day today. Is it going to be even colder tonight?
You know, Sean, it actually is. We're going to be dropping down into the single digits again tonight. Outside right now, we are in the mid-teens here in St. Louis, 14 in the city. A little bit cooler in the outlying areas, all the way out or down to 8 degrees in Highland, which is our cool spot right now. Now, as Sean indicated before, it is going to be a very chilly night. We'll be dropping down to 10 degrees by wake up tomorrow morning under mostly cloudy skies. And that wind out of the north will be subsiding throughout the evening, so we won't be dealing with much of a wind chill in the overnight hours tonight. Now, this graphic really tells the story of what's going to be going on through the rest of the week. Now, our average high temperature is 40 degrees. On Wednesday, tomorrow, will be a little bit warmer in the mid-30s, sliding down, unfortunately, all the way to 13 on Thursday, and then we'll be rebounding and slowly picking up steam head into the weekend where we're finally above normal for Saturday and Sunday with a high of 41 degrees. Now head into a full forecast. We'll give you more details on this bumpy ride of temperatures as well as what we can expect head into the weekend.
Thanks, Jill. The Great Issues Committee announced their first spring speaker last weekend. Actor and comedian Rainn Wilson will be speaking at SLU on Thursday, February 6th at 7 p.m. in the BSC Wool Ballrooms. Most well-known for his Emmy-nominated role as Dwight Schrute on the American version of the television comedy The Office, Rainn has most recently been active as the co-founder of Soul Pancake, a media company devoted to exploration of topics such as spirituality, creativity, and philosophy.
On Saturday, February 8th, members of the archaeological team who discovered and identified the remains of King Richard III of England will travel from the United Kingdom to SLU to join with scientists, historians, and literary scholars for a one-day event exploring the life, death, discovery, and afterlife of England's most controversial monarch. The program will be held at Il Monastero from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and is free and open to members of the public.
Tomorrow, January 22nd, Relay for Life of St. Louis University will be hosting an event at 7 p.m. in DeBerg 157. The event includes free pizza, sharing stories, and a good time with friends. Go to share your story on why Relay for Life is meaningful to you.
A gunman shot and killed a person at Purdue University's electrical engineering building today at noon. He then surrendered to a police officer outside the building. Both the suspect and the victim were males, but their names were not immediately released. Officials asked all students throughout the campus to remain indoors until police found it safe a little more than an hour later. Purdue police chief said it appeared that the suspect had one target in mind when entering the building. No information about a possible motive was released.
This morning, the White House announced that President Barack Obama will meet with Pope Francis for the first time on March 27th at the Vatican. The trip to meet the Pope will be part of a larger European trip that the president will take in March. The White House said that President Obama looks forward to discussing their shared commitment to fight poverty and inequality.
Next, we have the Oscar nominations, and does the internet know what you want before you do? Don't go away.
Welcome back. Oscar nominations for 2014 have been released, and the nominations were followed by several disappointments and surprises. Among the disappointments that did not receive nominations were Saving Mr. Banks for Best Picture, Tom Hanks for Best Actor in his performance in Captain Phillips, and Monsters University for Best Animated Feature. Surprises that did receive nominations include Christian Bale for Best Actor in his performance in The Fighter, Jonah Hill for his performance in Wolf of Wall Street, and Dallas Buyers Club for Best Picture.
Do you ever feel like your computer knows what you want better than you do? Well, Amazon is working on a plan that would ship products to you before you even purchase them. This new phase is a quest for global commerce domination. The idea behind what Amazon is calling anticipatory shipping will consist of shipping products to different areas of the country based on the shopping habits of the people who live there. This new system will help the company trim delivery times. The new system will use previous searches and purchases, wish lists, and how long the user's cursor hovers over an item online to determine where the products will go.
Coming up next, your workweek forecast. Stay tuned. And welcome back. Meteorologist Jill Schwed is here with us now for your extended forecast.
Yeah, and you know, guys, did you all bundle up today?
Absolutely.
Yes.
I sure hope you did, because today was a pretty cold one. But looking at the almanac today, it might surprise you. Our high temperature today was actually 40 degrees. Now, granted, that happened right around midnight, and our low temperature this morning was our low temperature for today was actually seen around 10 o'clock. So we were actually about only 5 degrees below normal, which is pretty crazy given how cold it was today. So the official numbers are 40 and 13 here at Lambert. As I mentioned, just about 5 degrees below our averages of 40 and 24. Outside right now, temperature is 24 degrees. We are still seeing that wind out of the northwest at 8. We are beginning to see those clouds thicken up as we head into the evening hours as well. Now, as we move through the night, by 10 o'clock we'll be at 10 degrees. By wake up tomorrow morning, we'll be all the way up to 17. By noontime, all the way up to 27 as we'll be climbing into the mid-30s for a high temperature, and boy, will it feel good tomorrow. So, looking at what we're going to be seeing throughout the next several days, we are seeing cold air over place now. We'll be dealing with those cloudy skies throughout the overnight hours tonight. Now, high pressure isn't too far behind. It's going to be moving throughout the overnight hours and through the first half of the day tomorrow, and that will establish a more southwesterly flow into St. Louis, which will warm our temperatures up just slightly into the mid-30s, but it will feel quite nice throughout the day on Wednesday. By Thursday, another reinforcing shot of some cold air, as we'll be seeing another cold front pushing through, which will drop our temperatures back down into the teens for a high temperature on Thursday. We'll also be seeing some gusty winds as a low and a high pressure system are going to be pretty close together, creating a pretty tight pressure gradient, which then kicks up all those winds, which is what we'll be seeing throughout the day on Thursday. We'll be dealing with some chilly wind chills also Thursday night. So overnight tonight, we'll be dealing with those mostly cloudy skies. It'll be cold as we drop down to 10 overnight. Throughout the day tomorrow, a bit of a warmer day. More sunshine today than what we saw yesterday as we reach a high of 33. Looking at the 5-day forecast, after we get through the day on Thursday, which is going to be another cold one, we'll be at 13. We'll also be dealing with some frigid wind chills Thursday night into Friday, but then look at that, a steady climb to be finally above normal by the weekend, as we'll be at 41 degrees, which is, we're going to feel awesome as we head into this weekend with more sunshine than clouds as well. So get out and enjoy it if you can.
Well, that sounds good to me. Well, thanks, Joe. Next, we have the latest in SLU basketball and the Super Bowl. Stay with us. Welcome back. St. Louis University men's basketball continues to climb in the national rankings. In the latest Associated Press poll released on Monday, the Billikens jumped to number 19, 5 spots higher than last week after wins over St. Bonaventure and Fordham.
On Saturday against Fordham, senior guard Jordair Jett scored his 1,000th career point. Jett finished with 18 points, and senior forward Dwayne Evans led the way with 21 as the Billikens cruised to a 70-48 win over Fordham. SLU, now 17-2, have won 11 straight games and look to extend their winning streak as they head to Pittsburgh to take on Duquesne Wednesday night.
Adnan Gebelishesh, forward on the men's soccer team, was drafted in the second round by 2013 MLS Cup champion Sporting KC on Thursday's Major League Soccer Super Draft. Gebelishesh is the first Billiken drafted since Tim Ream in 2010. Adnan recorded 35 points during his Billiken career. Gebelishesh is expected to graduate with honors in May with a degree in mechanical engineering.
The matchup for Super Bowl 48 is set. The Seattle Seahawks and Denver Broncos will face off for the Lombardi Trophy on February 2nd in MetLife Stadium. The Broncos took care of the New England Patriots in the AFC Championship game 26-16, led by a 400-yard passing performance by Peyton Manning. On the NFC side, the Seahawks outlasted the San Francisco 49ers 23-17, which was sealed on the final drive when the Seahawks intercepted Colin Kaepernick in the final minute. This is Seattle's second Super Bowl appearance, or will be their second Super Bowl appearance. The only other was Super Bowl 40, which they lost to the Pittsburgh Steelers. For the Broncos, this is their first Super Bowl since winning back-to-back Super Bowls in 1998 and 1999.
Sean, I hear you're a Broncos fan.
Yes, so I'm very excited. The first time they are in the Super Bowl since I was 6 years old in first grade, so I am very excited right now and hopefully to be more excited in the next few weeks. I was looking at the weather for the Super Bowl since it's outside in New York, and 2 weeks out they're saying near 50 by kickoff with some rain possibility. But
which is a lot better because I know they're planning for like blizzard conditions and they have some standby days too for the Super Bowl, but at least for right now it looks fine for them in New York. But things are looking up here for us in St. Louis too. We have a little bit of a bump in the road to get through on Thursday, though. Warmer tomorrow, cold again on Thursday, but then back into the mid-30s by Friday. Even warmer, finally above normal for the weekend, as we at 41 degrees on both Saturday and Sunday. So get out and enjoy it.
Absolutely, sounds great. Well, that's our show for the night. Thank you for watching.
And don't forget, you can always get the latest movie reviews and news online at SLU-TV.slu.edu or follow us on Facebook and Twitter. We will be back here next week at 6 p.m. Monday.